Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 101 of the Realm Recap. I am Jason from Yakface.com, joined as always by Flyguy from Flyguy.net.
Good evening, Jason. Good evening, interwebs. We got a big show here tonight, man. There's a lot of stuff to cover, a lot of interesting stuff too. So yeah,
since our last show, there have been quite a few reveals from different brands out there. Finally, Hasbro has unveiled some of theirs, so it's good to finally get some of those out of the way. There's a few surprises in there, but we'll get to all of those, and we'll get to some Funko stuff as well, some Hot Toys bits, and we'll get to just a bunch of stuff coming. You know, this is a busy week. We're starting off with Celebration Europe coming in a couple days, and then next week is San Diego Comic-Con. So it'll be a busy,
crazy time,
busy couple weeks here. So as always, we'll get things started here off with some Hasbro news. The big reveals the past few days, starting last week. Oops, just 1 second.
No worries.
My audio is bleeding. There we go. All right, here we go. Sorry. The reveals were this week regarding some shared exclusives from San Diego Comic-Con and Celebration Europe are the 6-inch Kylo Ren unmasked, which is very cool.
Exactly. Melty Vader helmet.
Yep, Melty Vader helmet. It's got a cool banner with a cool display, and he comes with his own helmet as well. And then there is also the Obi-Wan 6-inch figure that includes the little table from his hut, and it has a light up feature and sounds, I believe.
I had to kind of blink from it and just think, God, it looks like the 3.75-inch version table. They've just blown it up. It's so the same.
Yep.
But yeah, the Obi-Wan's looking good. It's looking very close to that old boy CTTS custom. Not quite as, I don't know. It'll be different in hand, but it looks good. And nice packaging too. Very nice packaging. Yeah.
Yep. Surprisingly, we haven't really seen the Kylo Ren packaging. I'm sure it's probably something similar to this as far as the presentation goes.
Well, we've got a packet. We've got to look in the outside of the package in one of the next links coming up. But it's nice little quotation going on there, and lay it in the box, and 2 sabers, very nice. It's beautifully put together. They've done a really nice job on this, and that's a gorgeous piece of art for change in a blue tone, which is kind of weird because we've been on black and red, but I guess maybe is this the move forward? Is it back to a blue and black feel? I don't know. So
I'm thinking yes.
Yeah, I think so too. But I mean, even the side of the packaging's got that kind of is that white? I think
it looks white to me. You just I have the last year's exclusive right here, and that was the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. That was black side and a white side, but
true. And it almost looks like a little. It looks like a little insert card up here. If you can see that little.
Yeah, I think the Obi-Wan has a little booklet in it again, like the.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Like the Comic-Con one did. So we'll see.
Nice.
Again, looking forward to that. Kylo Ren looks pretty good for an easy.
It does. I know, isn't it? It's just almost a kind of retool and just change the head, and that's what Hasbro do best. But this is gorgeous. This first order transmission. Sorry, first order transmissions. What my brain is hooked up to the podcast. First order little banner and emblem base is. That would look great for just about any trooper or General Hux, so it's a very nice piece. No little peck holes on it either, so it's a UB stand. Yeah.
Hopefully we get some more of those. I like the design.
Yeah, me too. I love them, and it looks cloth. It looks really nice cloth material with that transfer on it. So it's very impressive.
Yep.
Not 1 but 2 exclusives, and and this is also coming to Canada, which is a bit of a first, I think, from memory.
Yep, that's what is it? The Fan Expo, I believe is.
That's right. Yep, Fan Expo in Canada. So Celebration, San Diego Comic-Con, and the fact that they've announced it in amongst this, I think, was a really nice thing as well. Fan Expo Canada. So maybe in about 2030, it'll come up saying Supernova or something in Australia or something. They'll eventually get it there because it's hard to get these things. So So yeah, they should be widely available. They should be widely available. So at these cons anyway.
Right. And Hasbro did confirm that these will be available on Hasbro Toy Shop as well. So it wasn't announced right away that that Kylo Ren would be. It was confirmed that Obi-Wan would be available through Hasbro Toy Shop, but they did come back and confirm a couple days later that both exclusives are going to show up on there. So that puts some people's minds to rest, I think.
No, I know. And there'll be a few other places these will pop up as well online. There'll be something here and there you'll be able to get these. So don't pay too much. Don't pay too much for them. So it's funny, that white Stormtrooper you had in your hand there. I mean, I think you can pick that up on eBay now for about $40, legit. Or there's bootlegs as well. So give it time if you're really struggling to get it.
And as you just talked about just a second ago, one of the employees from Hasbro has a Instagram page, and they shared a few pre-production images of the Kylo Ren, including one of the packaging, or at least a sample of it.
Yeah, I mean, look at that facial sculpt and the detail. I love these 3D renders they do and they give us. Just really, I mean, that's a 6-inch figure, folks. That's not a hot toy. So the sculpt is definitely there. It's just sometimes the paint doesn't pick up. But even that melted Vader is, I mean, that's full-on detail for a tiny little, half an inch, if not less, kind of size of helmet. Looks very grumpy. He's got his hair right, and a little rear shot of this kind of stuff going on here as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I picked up a custom version of the helmet from I think it was like an Etsy seller of the Melty Vader helmet, and that turned out pretty good. So I'm excited to compare the two as far as see what details Hasbro was able to pick up and transfer down to something that small. I mean, you could render something you could sculpt it in 3D like we had shown there in that picture, but to see how that translates into that scale, are all those details going to be captured? So it'll be cool to see.
I know. We're all so critical, I think, of the internet as well, to really pick holes in these things. And again, we're all, we're bitching and moaning sometimes about, again, less than half an inch of a kind of tiny little piece of plastic. So yeah, be kind. These things are pretty good. I think what's nice about Steve Evans, the designer, sharing this stuff was, one, we never get to see it, but two, they're showing you this is what they try to achieve. This is what they're trying to do. So the dude's got eyebrows here, man. I mean, there's a lot of work going into this thing, but yeah. But there you go. Very slick.
Very nice.
It's very cool indeed.
Let's see what else. Another Comic-Con quote-unquote exclusive is, this one has been around for months, it seems like, but Hasbro and Toys R Us did confirm that the 6-inch Astromechs set is going to be part of the exclusive reveals, and that'll be available only through toysrus.com initially, and then it'll be available in stores, which is not too surprising. But what is surprising is it's starting to show up in Canada already at Toys R Us there.
Bizarre, isn't it, these things?
Yeah.
Well, it's been showing up in Hong Kong, and now it's in Canada. That's $70 that price. That's quite meaty for 3 repaint droids, really, and one with a new dome.
Yeah.
That's a lot of cash, but well, if you know Toys R Us, like I know Toys R Us, that'll go on clearance. Probably. I don't know.
It's exclusive. It's Black Series. It's going to be a few pennies more than your standard figure. So
yeah, that's true.
It's not too surprising that, because let's say like the Rey in the Kylo Ren that were exclusive at Kmart, those were a few bucks more, and they're basically 6-inch figures with a couple extra little pieces.
That's true.
So
that's true.
Granted, you're not getting as much in this set as far as being new. I mean, there are obviously 3 new droids, but one has a new head, and that's it. So
pretty much.
Anyway, I'm sure people will scoop them up as far as, Astromech collectors really dig those, and
Sure.
Black Series collectors for sure. We'll see how much cross appeal it has to non-collector market people. So,
well, it's even bizarre. The Han and Guido set, the Cantina cardboard set, is now going.
Yep.
And I know people are willingly paying $60-$70 now. I've seen them pay for that set. So it just shows you things clear in time. It's just,
You couldn't give that thing away after.
I know, for long enough. I know.
So.
And now look at it. It's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah. Let's see. Walmart had updates to their site. I was sent this. Well, I'll say anonymously, but I know who it was. Sent me some links to Walmart.com where they have placeholders for several items, one of which was revealed just recently by Nerdist.com. This is the Hera's A-Wing, the Phoenix Squadron A-Wing. We'll get to the picture of that here in a little bit, but that's already up on Walmart's website. There's no picture or price or anything. There's just a generic placeholder. There's also half a dozen of the Black Series Rogue One figures. So got those up there. And then what's interesting is there are the newer 6-inch figures that are yet to come out. Those are up there as well. Numbers 29 through 35. Number 29 is the C-3PO with the red arm. A New Hope Princess Leia is 30. AT-AT Driver's 31. Obi-Wan Kenobi, which is the one that's exclusive to San Diego Comic-Con, but it will come just without the extra goodies. Number 33 is Sabine, 34 is Revan, and 35 is the Snowtrooper. What's interesting, though, is this could just be preliminary to get the placeholders up there, but these are numbered, like they're continuing the current numbering convention versus resetting it with the package change. Because those first Rogue One figures come before these in the numbering sequence, apparently. So it'll be interesting to see if this is just a temporary numbering thing, or if they're just going to continue on and just change the color of the packaging and not switch the numbers, as far as resetting it back to 1.
Yeah, I think like a lot of people, and I've complained about this before, is things, I'm using the vintage collection, a good example. When you have the continuity of a collection, it feels like a collection. When you keep changing the designs, the Black Series has really suffered from that. The orange, the blue, the black and red now, who knows what. It's a little weird, but they like to do that to keep people not feeling like they have to go back to collect from, 5 years ago or something. So we get it. So Titanium's continuing as well on that list, which is kind of, I didn't realize. I thought they were kind of dead in the water, but they're still going. So.
Yeah, it looks like there's several Rogue One items. Again, they're all codenamed. They're not official names as far as what they're going to be called, but the vehicles in the Black Series for Rogue One are designated with animal names, mostly birds. So we have Blackbird, Owl, Unicorn, which is kind of interesting, Vulture, and Raven Deluxe. So
very cool.
Based on some of the leaked items that have come out, like from Lego and some other items that have been out there, we've been able to piece together some of what these code names stand for. Like the Raven Deluxe is what's thought is the new TIE fighter, that TIE Striker from Rogue One. The Unicorn is the Rebels U-Wing, which kind of looks like a cross between a like Zam Wessel's speeder from Attack of the Clones and an X-Wing. Kind of has the forked front and the kind of like a Y-Wing fuselage and some X-Wing engines. It's just kind of a Star Wars looking vehicle, I would say.
Sure. No, definitely. Yep, going to be some popular stuff. Everybody wants Revan, so yeah, it's gonna be crazy. But there we go.
Yeah,
all good.
What else? We just spoke about this a second ago. Nerdist.com revealed several new products that are going to be featured here at San Diego Comic-Con, and I would think Celebration Europe here in the next couple days. But we get a first look at the Hera's A-Wing that fires Nerf darts, much to people's consternation.
I know.
It's a $20 toy, and it comes with a figure, and it shoots darts. I'm not going to complain.
I know. If we had this when we were kids, we'd probably loved it. So
yeah. I mean,
We'd
either it fires little plastic missiles or it fires Nerf darts. I mean, it's half a dozen, one and 6 of the other.
Every Lego ship these days comes with flick missiles, so it's hardly, it's not just a Hasbro thing. So yeah, makes sense. Of course, brand promotion. That's what they're doing.
Yep. And the Hera looks to be virtually the same figure as it was prior. Just a new helmet.
Yep.
Has a helmet. I don't know if it's removable, but it looks like it is.
Well, a good chance to get that figure because she was always popular and always short packed. So So yeah.
So we also have some electronic 12-inch figures. There's a Kanan. There's a speeder bike with Biker Scout, which has the T-crotch handlebar deals to hold him down, just like the vintage.
So it does, yeah. I forgot about that.
There's a new Force Awakens Rey, Jakku, which is a kind of a mashup between the one that came packed with her speeder and the standard basic figure. It's just a different head, essentially.
Yep.
And they've done away with the build-a-weapon parts that did absolutely jack shit for everyone last time. This is a weapon now that I don't think, I mean, it's not advertised that it connects with anything else, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah, it looks like the kind of stuff we used to get in the Clone Wars. Savage Opress comes to mind, the kind of staff that basically fired a missile that, whatever. But I love the way they've tried to have a kind of raised speeder kind of vibe going on, but it's really weird.
Right.
Anyway, very strange.
And then what else? There's another 12-inch figure, the electronic Darth Vader from Rebels. So it has the distinctive sculpt and coloring from that series.
I suspect that'll be quite popular. It's very McQuarrie-esque. Yeah.
Very nice. Let's see. When Nerdist initially posted this article, they included package shots for everything, which is odd because Hasbro never seems to release packaging images for things. And then Nerdist updated their site and removed them all, which is weird.
Of Hasbro,
yeah, they're still hidden on, they're still up on their site. You just have to know how to get to them. I do have them, so I figured I could screen share what the packaging images look like if you don't mind. Let's see.
I don't mind at all.
Let's see if this will work.
I think I saw them. I think at one point I saw it, but yeah, when I clicked on the link originally, but I must admit I forgot them that they've taken them away.
Yeah, let me see. I'll try to do this. I might have to open them in Photoshop here quick. Just 1 second. Open. They're massive files as well.
It could well be that there's just some licensor approval required for the packaging box. The figures may be approved, but the box may have some copy or something yet to be.
Yeah, there's definitely something on there that hasn't been announced yet, and I think that's what kind of bit them in the rear. Let's see if I could get this to pop up here. Just 1 second. Share.
Well, it's kind of weird because they have shared the Rogue One kind of banner image across the packaging. So to then suddenly pull them, that's the pictures I shared as well. Yeah.
So here's Rey in the new packaging. What's interesting is this item down here, which is an advertisement for an app that hasn't officially been announced yet.
Maybe that's why. Yep.
And what it essentially is it allows you to film your toys, and then you can add movie special effects to it. So like you could add blaster shots and explosions and whatnot. This is an app developed by Bad Robot, and they already have one existing on the App Store, iTunes App Store, whatever it's called. And but it's a very limited feature at the moment. But I think this is going to be a standalone application or app. So again, I think this is why they had to pull it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Look, I mean, it does make perfect sense that's why they pulled it, but it's also, smart marketing in some ways. Get the kids to not only and adults like us to share that stuff in the app, and pollute social media with even more images of Star Wars and the toys. It's self-promotional, so it makes perfect sense.
Yep.
So
So here was another one. Here's Hera's A-Wing. I like the design of the, incorporating the Rogue One look. This is obviously not in Rogue One, hence not having Rogue One under the Star Wars logo, which will for the other vehicles. But you get a good look here at the Hera figure, and she's Phoenix Leader. That's that. Again, there's the Nerf firing advertisement, and there you see the cannon underneath. There's speculation that it is removable because it probably couldn't really land if it has this big gun on the bottom, and it probably couldn't retract into the body because she has to go somewhere.
So like a clip-on, like raised weapon and something.
I've heard speculation that it may be removable, so can't confirm that 100% yet, but that's the thought. Here's the go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say the Rogue One packaging, just I don't know what it is. It just doesn't feel right. It's nice, but it just, that cross promotional way that they seem to do with other products from other franchises is weird in my eyes. But it might take time to get used to it. So yeah, there's the packaging for Kanan.
Yep,
very nice.
Non-blind Kanan.
Non-blind Kanan. Spoiler.
So this is one of those figures that it makes sounds and whatnot, but you also squeeze the legs together and it raises the arms and it has a battle action thing. So kids get ready to squeeze your Kanan, I guess.
Nice.
And then Vader is the same way.
Yeah, that'll sell.
Yeah. Looks like there's some articulation there. Obviously the legs and the arms move up, but it looks like based on how his hand is twisted, there's probably some wrist articulation there, and I would guess a neck joint. So that was it for the packaging that they pulled down. What else do we have here?
Indeed. I think it's Hasbro's poll, I think.
Yep. Last week they announced the return of the Fans' Choice poll. They asked for different Star Wars websites to participate in this. There's probably, I don't know, a dozen or so. There's a list on one of the articles that I posted on Yakface.com, but basically what it boils down to is for about a week, maybe, well, a little bit less, Hasbro asked us to gather whatever votes to come up with our top 6 submissions for this fan choice poll. Last year, if people recall, sites did this as well, and then on StarWars.com, they posted an official list that they assembled based on all of the websites, and we all voted on those. To remind people, last year the choices were Obi-Wan, the old Ben, Darth Revan, Gamorrean Guard, Sabine, Lando, General Grievous, and Snowtrooper. Now, based on that list, almost all of them have been confirmed as to coming in the 6-inch Black Series line, and the 2 that haven't been officially are the Gamorrean Guard and Lando from Cloud City, Empire Strikes Back. So a lot of those figures, again, are on this list for this year. So I would assume that, again, they're going to be the ones StarWars.com officially posts, and we'll be able to select from those, and they'll probably get made. Just like last year.
Exactly.
It'll be interesting to see if there'll be, a winner and a runner-up chosen again, kind of like how they fudged it a little bit last year, I think, to get both Sabine and Revan.
It was a little weird that way, but very interesting voting. I mean, it was probably less than a week, really, or 4 days, 6 days, I think it was. Yeah, it was really tight. But very interesting votes. Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's only so long we can have it going on. But so your number one, your number one was Hera.
Yes,
is that correct?
Yep.
Hera, Starkiller, Lando, Mara Jade, Gamma Guard, and Emperor's Royal Guard. Yep. And my voters were close to the same, but Jaina Solo just somehow crashed into the top, like massively. And I think there's a few other sites that had the same. But interestingly, it didn't show up much on yours. So there's a kind of variety of sites that have had very weird kind of almost concentrated voting at some point. So a lot of people have raised comments about it as well and just said they felt it was a little odd, a little weird. But like, these are the votes, and StarWars.com is going to tally them up and add their own and give everybody else a chance to vote. So
yeah.
So interesting. I think Starkiller is definitely on the list to be made, though, without a doubt. And Lando, second year around, they got to make him at some point. And Gamma Guard's always been popular, so you're going to get to see these.
Yep.
Very interesting.
Let's see, what else do we have here this week? We have the winners of the Dorkside Toys giveaway from our last show.
That's right. Caleb Miller is the winner. I think he's at Knights of Ren 78 or Knights of Ren 789. There you go. Yes. You're very old, 789 years old, Knight of Ren. We know you follow on Twitter and you follow Dorkside Toys and you posted some stuff. So thank you. You will get a little goodie bag from Dorkside Toys. We'll be in touch. We'll get them to get in touch with you and they'll send you something. So thank you for watching and sharing.
Very good. Congratulations.
Next. Yeah.
Moving on from Hasbro to Funko. They had some announcements over the past week as well since our last show. They have a couple San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. The Thumbs Up BB-8.
Gorgeous.
Just
so cool.
A very popular one.
Yep.
And we have
Star Wars.
Han Solo.
Mm-hmm. This is going to be popular, even though it's not Star Wars, but it is Han Solo, really. So,
right.
So yeah, and tons of stuff. This was 9 waves of products they had, including mystery products that were never announced. That's a lot. So yeah, a lot of Funko this year, but don't worry too much. A lot of it's going to be made available. I've seen posters and signage for Barnes & Noble, Hot Topic, Pop Culture overseas, and lots of other stores. So you should be able to get these. So.
Yeah. Good, because I don't want to have to pay a ridiculous amount to be able to
try and get some of these. I know. So yeah. So yes, lots of cool Funko.
Yep.
And there was more Funko news.
Yeah, just yesterday, I believe May the Funko Be With You on Twitter shared that Rey, the exclusive Jedi Steps version, has started showing up at Walgreens. So that's a must track down figure.
Yep.
I'm not sure where exactly it started showing up yet. Probably on the West Coast here in the U.S.
Probably.
So
yeah,
gotta get it.
Pop hunting.
Let's see. Smuggler's Bounty ends. This version for the Jabba's Palace box ends this Friday. So if people are looking to get in on this and get in on their exclusive pops that are inside this box, you should sign up for that before it's too late.
Yep, Smuggler's Bounty is very good. Interesting to know what I'm sure you know and others do, but once you've purchased the box, you're a subscriber, you can go back and get all the boxes for $17.50.
That's a good deal.
That is a really good deal. So there's a lot of some of the harder to find ones. I've seen people paying $40 and $50 for, say, the Boba Fett. Why? Just be a subscriber. Just get one box and go back and get one for $17.50. There's an IG-88 in that box too. So yeah, very cheap to get them after they've been released.
Yeah. What else?
Some more Funko.
More Funko. GameStop, their database revealed finally the Rebels pops that are coming. There's maybe 8 or 9 of them. There's there's Chopper, Ezra, Hera, Kanan, Sabine, and Zeb that we know for sure.
Yep.
There's supposedly a Ahsoka coming. I'm not sure if that's going to be an exclusive to a different retailer, or perhaps it won't be a Rebels version. It might be a Clone Wars one. I don't know. They did say they were going to get to Clone Wars figures, so I'm not sure which outfit or style would be more popular, but
lots and lots of Star Wars pop. As a witness behind you.
So many. I'm just getting caught up now. I got a shipment from Dorkside just a couple days ago with the latest assortment of the Force Awakens ones. I still need, I think, Hux from the non-exclusive figures. I do have a couple exclusives there, but I do have to get the Hux yet.
Very cool. You're staying strong in this line. You're really keeping it going. I'm impressed because it can drive you mad trying to get this stuff.
Yeah. What else do we have here? Moving on from Funko, we go to Sideshow and Hot Toys. There was a couple pre-orders they put up this week for what's called their Toy Fair exclusive, which is essentially their convention exclusive. It's the Jump Trooper from the Battlefront game. Pretty cool looking pretty cool for a repaint, re-accessorized version of a figure we already have a few times over.
It's kind of the Jump Troopers. Really, I think its first appearance. I mean, we did get a Jump Trooper in the original Battlefront way back on the original Xboxes and PlayStations, but the backpack on this is very reminiscent of the Star Tours little aspect. Yeah, the figure that came out. Yeah, usually this really huge, chunky backpack because it's just a little bit too big for my mind, but. Nice little flame effects and lots of rifles, and of course it's Hot Toys, so it'll look good. A little bit of weathering and damaging that's different to the original release. So yeah, you get silver stormtrooper, a gold stormtrooper, a jump trooper, a space trooper. They're milking the troopers. They're milking the troopers. So yeah, plenty to get there. Nice little touches on the exhaust as well. A little. Flame
color, yeah,
it's nice, very nice as well.
So that is still up for pre-order on Sideshow's site, so it hasn't pre-sold out yet. So I'm not sure if that means it's a really high production run or if it's just not selling all that well.
I think they're struggling a little bit with some of the stormtroopers on Sideshow. They seem to be offering a lot of deep discounts on a lot of troopers, some great deals on snowtroopers and all the kind of variations, just not selling quite as well, or the numbers they expected. So, but there was more.
They're doing this again. They have reissued another figure that they've came out with before. Just a couple years ago, they had a Bosk. They most recently did this with IG-88, where they offered a repaint of it and slightly different accessories. This one is advertised as a more screen accurate version of the figure as far as the head sculpt goes, and it costs $50 more than their first release, because the first one was like a $159 and this is now $210.
Exactly.
So
yeah, it's I don't know if you had the original Bosk. I did. But, yeah, it was okay. The facial sculpt left lacking for me, I thought, but not bad. But yeah, it just, I don't know whether this is better or not. I just think the face is just, I don't know.
Yeah, the first head they came out with had more of an open mouth.
Yes.
Look, I remember. This is more neutral, I guess. Like, I don't know. Why not just include both heads and be done with it?
Exactly. I know. A lot of people love the kind of crazy head where his tongue was rasping out, kind of like the Star Wars Unleashed artwork. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes the shots, that's just a terrible shot, I think. It just doesn't look great.
Yeah.
But, a lot of people never got them, missed out. Crazy ass money sometimes for these on eBay and other second-hand markets. So, well, at least you can get one from Sideshow. So if you want it, click on the link.
Yep. So we don't have this in the show notes, but I did see on, I think it was through Twitter, that regarding the gold chrome stormtrooper that Hot Toys has, they're going to have that on site for sale at San Diego Comic-Con. So that's one of those. Usually those figures aren't sold in that way. It's usually just online pre-order only, and then you're able to get them that way. But they are apparently going to have those on hand at San Diego. So
good. What is next?
What do we have here?
Wheels.
Hot Wheels. Oh yeah, this was something I saw you share the other day.
Yeah, this was a while back there. Someone had been to a Disney kind of showcase of products that were coming out. I had never seen, I think I'd seen the Greedo before. I'm sure he'd been in a pack. But the Emperor's Royal Guard was definitely 100% never seen before. And that was the first glimpse we'd seen of it. I don't even recall even seeing the Jawa before.
No.
So, yeah, I guess that's new. And this seems to be, as some have been suggesting, hand carbonite as a car.
Yep.
So, yes, more Star Wars Hot Wheels are coming. But it's strange. Some stores I see them on deep, deep discount and they're just clogging the pegs. I now see Sabine everywhere, like tons of her. And in other stores and none, they're all sold out. So, yeah, but the line keeps going. So there's a lot more to come, it seems.
Yeah, I hadn't seen any of these cars other than the Greedo before. I think that it was shared on the Hot Wheels website that he comes, and at least initially, he comes packed with the Han Solo car as a 2-pack. And then I would assume that he's going to be available on an individual card later. So I'm looking forward to getting those. I like all of those. I like the Jawa car especially.
The card art's always good. They always do a good job of that. So, yeah. And the low cost, so why not?
Right. What else? Hot Wheels from San Diego. Was that
I think I've missed something. Yep, good point. I'll bring that up. Yeah, more Hot Wheels. This was, we didn't cover this. I forgot we've been off here for a couple of weeks, so there's a few things we hadn't yet shared out. But Hot Wheels did share out an exclusive set available only at the show with a very cool light-up feature. It's basically the Death Star trench run.
Right.
200 plus on eBay already for this. Crazy. Yeah, I know. So a little TIE Fighter, TIE Fighter, a regular TIE Fighter, very cool, dusty, kind of dirty-looking cars, as it should be for, I think it's $50 retail.
Yep.
And a little X-Wing car there as well. And a very cool dark orange and kind of blue light-up features. The cars, I guess, can move along this little track that you get there. So, yeah, there's the larger pictures that the guys at Hot Wheels shared. The little orange for the X-Wing and blue. They're beautiful. Look very nice indeed. A lot of Hot Wheels fans going nuts for this one. I guess you press the little Imperial cog in the middle and you light it up and off you go. So,
lights and sounds.
Lights and sounds, exactly. Car ships, they're calling them.
Car ships.
So,
yeah, I like that one. I'm more of a character car collector, so the car ships don't have as much appeal to me, but
yeah,
it's a pretty decent set as far as being an exclusive goes. What else do we have? Across the Stars on Twitter shared another series of Star Wars Tsum Tsums coming.
Yes, do you see no signs of dying off? More. A little dewback. Love the little dewback in the center. That's very, very nice indeed. Gemma Marie's always a good one to follow. She's always got some great tweets.
Yep.
Tuscan, Greedo, Jawa, Ben. Nice.
Those look to come out the first week of August, so we'll be watching for those. I'm trying to think how I haven't picked up the latest Force Awakens ones yet. I'm not sure. I think I'm waiting for them to go to Target so I don't have to go to the Disney store.
Yeah.
Because I always end up walking out with something else that I don't really need.
You wouldn't be the first.
Let's see, what else do we have here? The Mini Wars Darth Vader. This was a product that has been in development for a while. I think you and I we shared initially the Boba Fett that had come out.
That's right, way back Ryan Spencer's work. But I just saw this other day. I think we touched upon some of his work a while back, but he just a really interesting production shot he did there of the Darth Vader kind of Emperor's Wrath, I guess we're calling it, or electrocuted, he's called it. Nice little breakdown of all his work. Ryan's always done amazing, gorgeous art. And if you haven't seen his minis and some of the stuff we talked about in the past, then check him out. Click on some of the links. He's on Google Plus a lot and shares a lot of his production photo. Facebook Canada. And it's just beautiful. Some of these lines really nice. A lot of nice little attention to detail as well. So well worth checking out.
Very cool. Yeah, I think the last one he had done was the Greedo.
That's right. Didn't you get the White Vader? He was doing a White Vader at one point. I think we were talking about maybe a few weeks ago.
Don't recall seeing that. I mean, I might have seen it. I'm spacing it right now. But the only one I've picked up is if you would do Ryan, if you're listening or watching, I want you to make a prototype Boba Fett, and I'll buy that one too.
I agree. White prototype. Yeah,
white prototype. That's what I need. Just what I need. What else do we have here? A couple mini busts were revealed and went up for pre-order from Gentle Giant over the past couple weeks. Or today, in fact, Captain Phasma mini bust went up.
So, yeah.
And then the Chewie went up for pre-order last week, and that sold out like right away. It was surprisingly quick, I think.
Oh, is the Chewie sold out already?
Yep.
Jeez. Wow. Okay. That's a good looking Chewie. That's a very nice McQuarrie piece there indeed.
Yep.
But yeah, I saw the Phasma just before we started the show. I just saw that coming out, but it's gorgeous as well. The busts have came alive again. They've kind of they've just from going from almost nothing for ages, now they're back.
Yeah.
So quite heavily. It's a beautiful Phasma bust.
Yeah, so I think from the Force Awakens, they've done Kylo Ren. There's a Rey that was announced just a couple weeks ago as well. Obviously, there's the First Order Stormtrooper, and then there's this one, the Phasma. So again, these aren't for general population to purchase. You have to be a Premier Guild member in order to get those.
Yep.
And let's see what else. And finally, with some of the other news here, Think Geek had posted a few of their exclusives coming up for San Diego Comic-Con. These are a line of plush, or actually there are 3 different plush, I believe. There's the Bounty Hunter set, which includes Dengar, Bosk, IG-88, and Boba Fett.
And correct me if anybody knows if I'm wrong, but that Boba Fett has been out before, but this is the Return of the Jedi version, I believe.
That's
a little red gauntlets. I remember seeing that plush before. Being a Fett nut. But there you go, never seen those before. Dengar, IG-88, and Bosk. And Carbonite, fantastic.
Yep, the hand Carbonite's cool, which is a bigger one. Then they have the Slave One, which includes like another version of Han and Carbonite that kind of tucks inside of it. I'm not sure how big this is, but kind of an interesting little feature, I guess.
It is.
Pretty different. And then if you buy $60 worth of merchandise, you get this Rey pin or badge, depending on what you call them. So
that's nice.
Pretty cool.
Badge, actually, yeah.
So they'll have those available online and at San Diego Comic-Con.
Very cool.
Let's see, what else do we have? Moving on to some TV, movie, book, and game news. There was a new book by Adam Bray that was announced recently. You had shared on Twitter.
Yeah. The Ultimate Star Wars Collection. So the 3 Ultimate Star Wars books together with a giant poster and stickers. And no, you don't get an sticker with it. So yeah, these are DK just pumped them out, man. They're keeping them coming.
Yep.
But Adam Bray's lovely guy. He's always very popular and nice chap to follow on Twitter. You should follow him. He's always good fun. So yeah.
Yep. So that book is available exclusively through Costco and Sam's Club. So if you're a collector of books and reference material, that's where you'll have to go to get those. I'm not sure if you could get them online through those sites, but you could definitely pick them up in stores.
Yep.
What else? Rogue One, kind of like a prequel book.
I don't think we covered this or talked about it. I stumbled upon it the other day and thought, okay, this is new to me anyway. Star Wars Rogue One Catalyst, prequel to the movie is obviously the cover's not already there, but it's coming out literally September, I think it is. It's not far away prior to the movie. So if you want to catch up and find out what's going on, that's a new book.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder what it'll be.
Yeah, it's funny. These things turn up on Amazon and other sites and stuff, and StarWars.com, no mention of it. I couldn't find anything else on it, so I just a cover. That's all I could find. So,
Right.
but there was more.
What else? There's a Rogue One Ultimate Visual Guide that's coming up for pre-order, or it is available for pre-order on Amazon. So that's another
So this
definite must-buy.
Yep. Yes, I know that should be good. The Force Awakens one was pretty good, and this I think comes out after the movie. I think it's January 3rd for this one, I believe. So yeah, all the troopers, all the breakdowns of all the mechanics and ships and all that kind of stuff. I love those books. There's some great ones they've done in the past. Beautiful, beautiful detail. The ones of the Falcon and bits of the Death Star. It's just crazy detail on it. So there's some really good guys that work on that stuff. And we had more, I think.
Yep, there was a Star Wars year-by-year update, which was shared again on Twitter. This is a cool looking, I think there's an alternate version of this cover. I saw a different one before that has like Ahsoka, Vader, and Rey on the cover.
Oh, so this must be a third one then, because I've got the year-by-year from a good few years ago, and it's kind of heavy on the prequel and the OT characters and nothing really from the Clone Wars. So yeah, it's just another updated and expanded edition. I guess they break down the. I think DK is the equivalent of EA Games. It's like every year they just, it's FIFA 2015, FIFA 2016. They just re-release these things, but
it's kind of like a DLC pack or whatever it is.
Exactly, you need a DLC for books, man. That's what we need. Just send me the pages that you change. That'll do. Yeah. But it's a nice cover. It's a very nice display indeed. And more books. God, there's a lot of books this week.
There's a complete locations book cover or book revealed. Sure.
That's right. And this is a lovely cover by Jedi Bibliothèque.
Yeah, this is a good one. I'll have to get this one too. Damn it.
I know. But this shows you all the inside mechanics and Rey's little bedroom and cooking area, etc., etc. So, very nice
Pretty
indeed.
Cool. I love those cutaway books. They're so detailed and everything. So, and they're official.
They are, exactly. And there's just so much love and work goes into them. They're well worth buying. They're really beautiful.
Let's see, what else do we have here? Celebration Europe. Again, it starts here in a couple days. And last week, there was a tease done of what the badges, like the admission badges for, 1 day, 2 day, Jedi Master, all those different badges. It's not the largest of artwork that was teased out there, but by now people have seen the marketing that has started to go up around the convention center for it. And it's all of this artwork in it. It's far more impressive than some like the past couple of years, I think. I wasn't too thrilled with what was last year's? Was it like a beach theme or something? I don't remember what
it wasn't great at all.
Had like weird confetti and stuff behind them. It just didn't seem very Star Warsy. This is a lot better. What else? Moving on to Star Wars Rebels. Today there was a new episode of the Star Wars show that StarWars.com airs on YouTube, and we got to see our first look at season 3 of Star Wars Rebels, and you get to see that Ezra has a new look for this season. His outfit is slightly different. It looks like he almost has Clone Wars shoulder armor on top of his orange jumpsuit deal, but the main difference is he's got a kind of a short and cropped hairdo, and then he has a new lightsaber this year that looks a lot like Obi-Wan's and somewhat like Luke's from Return of the Jedi, and it's a green blade. So pretty cool.
We do have a link in the show, but I won't share it just because it's YouTube, and sometimes we get issues with YouTube.
They hate you for doing that.
So it looks. I haven't seen it actually. So he's armored up.
It's basically his same outfit that he had for the first couple seasons, but it looks like he has shoulder, kind of like how Anakin and Obi-Wan did in the first couple seasons of Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm.
So he looks older, slightly older. It looks like he's taller, and when you watch the clip, it's about halfway through. He's far more strong than he was in the previous season as far as his force and dueling ability. You get to see him take on some stormtroopers.
And Zed gets a onesie.
He does. You'll get to see this as well. So he doesn't have his shoulder armor and the big kind of the bulky upper body look that he had before. He's more like got cut off sleeves, and it looks like he's got a big jumper on or something. Something I'm not sure exactly, but it's different enough to warrant a new action figure or two. So
very good. So yes, what is next? Life Debt.
Life Debt. Yeah, this was a new book that came out just yesterday, I believe, from Chuck Wendig. This is the sequel to the first Aftermath book that came out. When was that? Earlier this year?
It was, yeah, that's right.
And it's what's interesting is in this new book, we get a little bit of ties to the Force Awakens, as Maz Kanata is in this book, as well as a little bit about Snoke. So this is only a few years after Return of the Jedi, so we're getting
close to the Force Awakens.
Yeah, getting a little bit more backstory on some of those characters to tie everything together.
Yep. I won't scroll any further for that big spoiler warning banner. That's a very clear spoiler warning on the screen there. Very good. So yes, read the book.
Yep. I haven't read either of these books yet. I'm kind of intrigued now with these latest reveals to see how it does tie back to the Force Awakens. So I might pick up the audiobooks of these, and because I have absolutely zero time to sit down and read anything. So
they normally get really good audio actors to do the parts, beautifully done and great Star Wars sound effects, way more entertaining, I think, in some ways than the book. So yeah, they're well worth picking up.
Very cool. Rogue One. Like we mentioned a few times now, Celebration Europe starts on Friday, and during the show, we're going to get to see a new trailer, apparently, or at least footage. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's a full trailer, like the full 3-minute one. So it'll be great to see some new footage from Rogue One. And I mean, it seems like there hasn't been a lot of hype lately, except for, the new Entertainment Weekly came out, I think, was it last Friday or the Friday before, that had a few pages about it wasn't all that. I mean, the images that were posted online were frankly better than the ones that were in the book or in the magazine. I felt same ones, but you get a clearer look on the online anyway.
Yeah,
so it'll be interesting to break down and go through all this new footage that we're going to get.
We're getting another Star Wars film this year. It's kind of weird just how Force Awakens is still fresh. I think the Lego game recently kind of helped keep it alive a little, prop it just a little bit further on throughout the year. But another Star Wars movie, folks, and more toys. So you forget something that how the 20 years of gap of nothingness that we had, and suddenly we're getting one every year. So it's a really good time for Star Wars. Really good time.
Yep.
And talking of Star Wars Celebration, we're going to get to see it. Everybody's going to get to see it, I think.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Starting this Friday, they're opening up the live stream again, like how they had done for Celebration Anaheim. I think it starts at something like 5 a.m. my time here on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a full breakdown at StarWars.com as far as the schedule, as what panels are going to be streamed. Not everything is going to be shown via the live stream, but a majority of the things will be. So it'll be cool to follow along. And obviously, since we can't all go to Europe for these things.
Well, it's just a great way of being. So many people just felt part of it last year. I was there, and even coming back after the show, and we discussed this many times, you can't see it all.
Yep.
So getting to see the live stream and go back and watch it again, they really generously kept it online for a month or so afterwards. And for days I was watching bits and pieces that I never even saw. So it's great to share, and I think they did a really, really good job. The quality was superb. Andy Gutierrez was excellent as usual, and just funny, and not a lot of other people were, but she kept it together really well. Lots of good guests, and a lot of stuff we're going to get to see here as well. The Rogue One panel. And I think, as you mentioned, you might not get to see the trailer on the stream, but you'll get to see the trailer on the Star Wars YouTube channel. And
yep,
yeah, I've got a lot of stuff coming out. So Star Wars Rebels Season 3, more Star Wars comic books, Star Wars games. It's going to be good.
Yep, I'm looking forward to it. And we'll probably get another, like at the end, they'll do an announcement for the next one, which, well, I guess they've already confirmed that they're having the one in Orlando next. Is it next year? Next year.
Yeah, next year. Yeah.
In April, I think. So
also not far away.
We'll see what else maybe there'll be some episode 8 stuff we'll get to see. There's nothing official yet, but there's rumors of something in that regard, whether it's a behind the scenes video or something special like that. It's because they did, like, most of the cast is all wrapped up their filming for episode 8, so I would guess we'd get to see something official and special regarding that.
And they get some good guests too, so it's going to be a good show. So it's great that the UK gets a chance at this again, and as good as it was in Germany, it's nice that it's back in London for a shot. Lots of people can travel easily there, so yeah, it's going to be fun.
Excellent.
Good to see it.
Let's see, that brings us to our reviews and our new toy acquisitions and purchases since we last spoke. Anything for you of import?
It's all been Marvel for me. I think since the last time we spoke, I think we talked about Hulkbuster stuff for me. There's an exclusive wave that's come out in the UK and Australia here, but no Star Wars. Actually, nothing really. A couple of little folly bags, the little no reviews as such, but purchases, little bits and pieces. The Finn poly bag and the Stormtrooper, and very quiet on the Star Wars front, I think. What about you?
I had many pops, like I had shown off before. I think I got those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 or so pops there. Plus, I received the Jabba's set that it has the Jabba, the Leia with the little Salacious Crumb in it over there on my shoulder. What else did I get? Got some got some Hot Wheels. I'll show those here quickly. Like you had mentioned before, we have the Sabine car.
Nice.
Very cool. I like I both like the car and the card art, which is
me too. Yeah.
A great combo. It's a nice. It doesn't look too. I mean, it looks like it could be an actual car. Some of them are so characterized.
Yeah, you're right. Actually,
that one's pretty cool. There's the Sidon Ithano, which is another great. I like the card art far more than the car in this one, but again, it's another great vehicle.
He's a character which I'm sure we'll see in the Black Series at some point. He's been made into too many Funko and Hot Wheels, and we're going to get to see him, I think.
Is there a Lego one yet?
No.
And then finally, we have the Jango Fett car.
Nice. These are the ones I'm chasing too. He's beautiful. He's very popular right now, the Jango Fett car. People on Amazon have listed him for $50.
Oh, really? Jeez, I got one here.
Insane.
To the eBay.
I know, to eBay we go. But
yeah. I commend Hot Wheels for not just repainting the Boba Fett car in the Jango colors.
That's true.
They went ahead and developed an all new car for this. So I almost prefer this car better than I don't really like the Boba Fett car in comparison.
No, the same. It's pretty kind of crappy.
So
much
pretty cool. Though.
I don't know if you have the Jabba the Hutt car.
I do.
A little interesting tidbit here just thrown in there. A friend just pointed out to me this week. Inside the Jabba the Hutt car, you can look through a little portal. There's bones of Ula and a little Rancor head inside it. I did not know this.
Oh.
Nice little Easter egg if anyone's got the Jabba the Hutt car. Somebody took it apart or got a camera down really close. I'll try and find the image for the next one, but it went to such detail. There's bones and a Rancor buried inside a little sandy colored piece inside. So
okay. I'm gonna have to.
You dare open it. That's what it is.
I have a couple, I think, so I'm gonna perform some surgery and get in there and crack it open and see if I can find anything.
So they do a little detail sometimes, Hot Wheels. There's a little tiny little bits and pieces now and again. So yeah.
Perfect. I think with that wraps up this week's show. Pretty decent chunk of info to spit out for everyone.
And if you thought that was a lot, wait until the next couple of episodes.
I know. We'll have to do like part 1, part 2. So take a break, get some food. With that, again, we'll wrap this one up. Thanks for everyone for watching and sharing and commenting on our last few shows. It's been great, the engagement and people discussing and looking forward to our next shows. So it's good to hear that kind of feedback. And after 101 of these, it's nice to get some of that feedback. So where can we find you, sir, during your weekly travels?
You can find me sitting under a palm tree drinking Coke. No, I'm kidding on. You can find me flying. I don't need it. All the links to Instagram and YouTube and all that stuff are there.
Perfect. You can find me at Yakface.com, here on the Realm Recap, on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and on our new podcast that we started with Corey from First Order Transmissions and Chris from the Collector's Hut. And that show is called The Cargo Hold, and that's hosted and provided by MakingStarWars.net. We have a YouTube, or not a YouTube, but an iTunes download that you could go and visit and subscribe. And we do a very similar thing there as we do here. We just talk about collecting. We don't get into the movies and all that stuff here. So it's strictly a collecting podcast. But yeah, just the three of us sitting around shooting the breeze about toys. So we're on episode 3 now. It's going pretty well. So we'll keep that going as well. Like I don't have enough. Like I don't have enough to do. So
yeah.
Anyway, thanks everyone again for watching, and we will see you next time.
See you later.